Yes, yes. It's my third show of the day, house. Jackson, this is called the Tim McKernan Show podcast. It's presented to you by James Carlton of the Carlton State Farm Insurance Agency, Seth Goldcamp of Design Air Heating and Cooling, and Mark Hanna of Evergreen Wealth Strategies. My name is Timothy Michael McKernan, and I am joined by Jackson Bennett Burkett. And here is what I told my compadre, Little Jackie Papers. We're doing a half hour and no more. So much so that I'm setting my alarm. It's 12:56, and I'm now 12:57. That's it. 1:27, the alarm goes off. We're going a half hour. We're not going any less. We're not going any more. Okay?
Okay.
You can't do that. I can't do that. You go along
tough.
with Movie Boy, you're learning now?
Oh, boy, howdy.
I go along with QFTA.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I enjoy doing the presentation, of course, but for whatever. So I just got done, of course, doing TMA until 11. Then we shot episodes 1 and 2 of season 2 of Stupiracy with me and Riz. Then I had a sales meeting, and I thought, okay, tomorrow I've got Spread Zone and a sales meeting. And Thursday, I have to leave early for family thing. And Friday, I have a tournament after TMA. So if we're going to do it, we're going to do it now. So Little Jackie Papers is sitting in his, what would you call it? I'd call it a studio. Do you call it a studio?
It's my booth.
Jackson's booth.
It's one of my favorite places in the world.
I would love if I had that room in my home.
It is.
Oh.
It is essentially the size of 2 phone booths put together, and it's just big enough for me to have plenty of space to operate, but just small enough that no one feels comfortable being in there alone.
It keeps out ne'er-do-wells.
It absolutely does.
If I had a soundproof room in my home that was big enough for that, it would be a den of euphoria.
It is.
It'd be a combination of silence and masturbation not seen before in the Western Hemisphere. I feel like it's gone on in the Eastern Hemisphere.
Because some would say that silence and masturbation was pioneered and perfected in the Western Hemisphere.
I would agree with that.
I don't know that.
Your thoughts, email me, tmckernan at InsideSTL.com. Wow, the YouTube. For a spontaneous QFTA, they're there. As MD 2020 says, what a pleasant surprise. Marsha's burner, I'm looking for cute boys. Did I come to the right place?
GD right.
SoCo says Pepper and Jeannie. No. But let me tell you something. And I don't know if this is what the episode will wind up being about, because honestly, I don't know what the episode's going to wind up being about. But I spontaneously walked into Papers. You like how that's become your name now?
Yeah.
It's gone from Action Jackson to Jackie
Better than
Papers.
Virgin.
I was
No, not you.
That. Right.
Yeah.
Be a little odd if I was calling you Virgin. But some of the members of the audience.
Yes.
Jackie Papers was in there, and I'm like, I feel badly about it, but I don't know. But that's why I said half hour. I mean, here we are.
It's in working hours. It's not like you hit me up at 9 p.m.
yeah,
and like I'm looking to do it in a half hour. I'd be like, I'm not your Huckleberry.
No, I wouldn't do that. But while you were in here, said, okay, give me 10 minutes. God bless. I'm listening to, usually the volume is down, and I'm hearing TMA all day, which, I don't think this would surprise people. It'd be like beating off to pictures of myself. I don't listen to TMA all day.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've listened to TMA all day in the last 2 years outside of when I'm in this studio. It actually doesn't even cross my mind to listen to TMA all day when I'm in my car, but I'm glad some people do it, obviously. So I'm listening, and the segment is just fucking glorious. Do you know what I doubt you know what the segment was.
No, I do.
Oh, you can't because you see it up on the wall.
Now.
What segment was it? Because I don't know what the title of it was. I just heard the parties on there, and it just put me in a wonderfully happy place of how much I enjoyed certain people.
The last 12 minutes have been a segment called Dildos and Pickles.
Okay.
And then the segment prior...
That's the one I think I was listening to.
...was Jay reacting to Iggy folding pocket aces.
I didn't hear the pocket aces part.
Yeah.
It was Mr. Licks calling in, which is one of my personal all-time favorites. Mr. Licks calling in. Jay is on with you, Plowhawk, Iggy, and Doug.
Yeah, that would have been.
And that's just like my all-time. And it's tough. It's like Tony. Now I kind of get it. Now you didn't live this, and you won't live it. But when you would ask Tony La Russa, like, when Edmonds, I can picture when Edmonds hit the home run to beat the Astros in 2004 to send it to Game 7. Is this the best moment? It's just kind of like one of those sideline reporter questions. What are you feeling right now?
Right.
Is this the best moment you've experienced? Well, I mean, you got to remember, I was on an A's team that won a World Series, and Albert hit the, and it's like, okay, you're getting scolded for, but I mean, it's how he was. Why? Not because he was an asshole, as I think people now kind of understand. If anything, he's just fucking intense. It was because he didn't want to disrespect,
Right.
whether it be his White Sox teams that I don't remember a damn thing about, but I guess one of them went to the playoffs and lost to the Orioles in '83. Okay. Wow, I have my phone on, I guess. I guess that was my phone audio. Or the A's teams or other Cardinal teams. And now I kind of get it, because it's like, oh, are you saying that you didn't enjoy doing the show? It's not what I'm saying. I just haven't heard Jay's voice doing a show, and it's been almost 3 years since he passed. And I have not heard the whole dynamic. I mean, you give me the group of me, you, Plowhawk, Iggy, and Doug, which of course was the show here for a couple years. Then you give me Jennings, and you give me Mr. Licks. I don't know if there's anything else I want. I got to be honest with you. It's not a shot at Martin being on the show. It's not a shot at the however many years the cat, 16 years, I guess, the cat was on the show. It's not a shot. It's just so because I'll sometimes hear cat segments on TMA all day. I'm just saying it was a pleasant surprise, and as opposed to what Doug was late today on TMA, and so Martin and I are in there, just the two of us in 101, and neither one of us know how to turn down the audio in the studio. It's a situation before our show starts, and so when Kurt came in and he knows how to turn it down,
he does.
I felt like I had released a geyser of love. I'm like, because Martin and I were trying to have a conversation, but you got somebody screaming about Lamar Jackson versus Patrick Mahomes. And I'm just like, get this. I can't. I got to walk in the hallway. Yeah. I got to go into Jackson's, what is it, Den of Silence and Masturbation?
Den of Silence, yeah.
Holy shit. Yeah. Tim, how can you forget Ron Kittle? Great point. He was on La Russa's 83 team. You go into this YouTube chat here. 26 friends have gathered. You can always email in. I mean, I've solicited hate mail. It hasn't come. I don't know what to do. It's not going to come, I guess. Yeah. If $1,000 isn't going to get scrolled, nothing's going to get scrolled. I'm not going to $5,000.
No, can't.
$1,000 it's dumb. Like when I send that Venmo, I would be like, you got to be fucking kidding me.
Right. Like if a professional were to take a look and be like, what is this $1,000 Venmo?
Well, I wanted somebody to send me hate mail. Oh, so you're like in the business of masochism.
Yeah.
Well, I'm like, I don't think I can be, but it's not happening. But if you really have some, it doesn't have to be hate mail. I guess the erotic stories thing, it isn't going to happen as much as it hurts me. But questions, anything is welcome. T. McKernan at InsideSTL.com. Oh, sweet release. It was like when Kurt turned down the volume.
Full circle right there.
Yeah, thank you so much. Papers, what's going on with you while I go into my emails?
For the first time in my life, starting Friday, I had a back spasm.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, you're telling me. And it started and it kind of slowly came on. And then by Friday, right before I went to bed, I was in as bad of back pain as I've ever been in my entire life. Like, could barely move right. And I was playing golf on Saturday, and I was like, I don't know how I'm going to get out there.
I would have shorted your market.
Would have as well. I was able to, and Saturday morning woke up still in pain, was able to stretch it out, took some Advil, played pretty good, actually, just swinging even easier than I do. And then Sunday, it re-locked up on me. I thought I was in the clear. So I've been dealing with that, but we're a lot better now.
Wow.
Yeah. Just out of nowhere. For a second, I thought it was a kidney stone because it was like right in the region of it was dead center of my back where the pain was. But I was like, when in doubt, I think it's a kidney stone. So I've been drinking cranberry juice like it's going
How's that
style.
treat you?
A delicious treat. I get the one with very minimal sugar. And I think it's helping. But now I stretch every night before bed. like a good.
So how
20
is it? I mean, how we're sitting here?
We're good right now.
You're in a good place.
That and Tiger Balm, no free ads, but it's essentially just icy.
Oh, this is a product.
Yeah, icy. It's essentially.
That you're like
just
talking
icy hot.
about the Gers in Central Arkansas, and that gets you excited, and
That
your
does
back
get me
feels
excited, and it probably would help my back feel better.
How many games are you going to? Because you're not going to Kansas, you're not going to Central Arkansas.
Over under 1.5. Certainly, I always at least go to 1. Hopefully 2. I don't think both the Alabama start time and the
God, that's such a bad
need for tickets for people would probably. I won't do that. Hopefully South Carolina. That's like the one I'm targeting.
Yeah.
Definitely want to go to South Carolina.
Look at South Carolina's
The
schedule.
last time I went to Mizzou South Carolina game was in 2023, and they beat South Carolina. So want to be there.
Yeah, that wasn't a real exciting game, but it was
No, it was
workmanlike.
Not a great South Carolina team. I remember specifically Shane Beamer.
Who
down
you hate.
Yeah, not a fan at all. Down like 21 or something, like early in the fourth quarter, and he punted like at the 35 or 40
I
yard
do
line.
remember that
And
now
I
that
was
you bring
like,
it up.
You are such a chicken shit.
I feel like I talked about this either on TMA or this very podcast. They play South Carolina plays Virginia Tech in Atlanta, South Carolina State, and Vanderbilt in Columbia, South Carolina before coming to Missouri. There is a chance that they are 1-2. Now they're the number 12 team in the country. You wouldn't expect, or 13 team. Illinois is 12, but there is a chance.
Yeah, they lose to Tech and then Georgia, right?
Vanderbilt.
Vanderbilt, right. Pavia.
I'm high on the Vanderbilt market this year.
What's their total at this year?
5.5.
Yeah, I like that.
5.5. I'm high on that.
Because that would basically just be 2 conference wins.
Right.
I don't know what their non-conference.
I just think
like.
I could be off. There's a bunch of guys returning. Certainly, Pavia, but
Yeah, he can
there's
get
just a belief there that, and to get to 5.5, I'm kind of like. I didn't say that on the spread zone, but as I look into it, and a lot of attention was given because Pavia said we're focused on winning the national championship, but when Paul Feinbaum nearly his heart stopped.
Yeah.
They have Charleston Southern Jackson at Virginia Tech, at South Carolina. There's a chance they're 1-2. Versus Georgia State, who got them last year.
Yeah.
They lost to Georgia State. They beat Alabama. What would that parlay have paid?
Right.
At home against Utah State. I mean,
Yeah, very favorable.
there's 3 wins at least in their first 5 games. At Alabama, there might be a little vengeance going on in Tuscaloosa on Saturday,
That's
October
gonna be a
4th.
Skull pounding.
At home against that Southern debutante, Brian Kelly. At home against your Missouri Tigers.
Yeah.
At Texas. At home against Wardam.
Jesus.
At home against Kentucky.
Okay.
And at Tennessee. I can see why it's 5.5.
5.5 makes sense. I mean, the Kentucky game, you'd have to count it as a win.
I mean, I wouldn't count it, but
I wouldn't count.
it's certainly, when we're talking about the SEC schedule, in order to get home, I might be in a spot where I'm cheering against Missouri, and I'm not going to be doing that. So, all right, what do we got going on here, Papers? I'm cutting it off at 126. It's 109, and I'm happy to go deep diving. Let's see, Jackson, let's tee it up this afternoon. Dutch Rennert.
We'll see, maybe.
Oh, you going to get some work in?
Yeah, it's a nice day, isn't it? Is it hot?
I haven't been outside of walking
91,
into the studio.
says, yeah.
Is it really? Let's see what we got. Paranormal Paul says, hi, guys. Tim, you're the best. I really miss Larry Nickel and Mike Lee on the show. How do you suggest I get my fix? Larry Nickel was on this morning. Mike Lee, I don't know if he calls in. Does he not call in?
No.
But he didn't really call in on HD2 either.
He would, and then immediately hang up when I put him on hold.
He'd prank you.
It was more pranking himself because I would just stop answering.
Let's
No offense to
see.
Mike.
I'm just working on my podcast stuff and saw this notification. Bonus, Paranormal Paul. God bless. Morning, boys. Tim, I sent you a question in your email, but I highly suggest you read it quietly before you read it on the air. That's the most cryptic thing I've ever seen in the YouTube chat.
Yeah, sounds like he's been.
And that's from Jake Reynolds, who I know, who works with me on Stupiracy, because he loves history.
History buff.
Yes. I guess I can read this quietly. Jackson will review the film The Girl Next Door, which he is focusing an entire episode.
Halfway through.
I do not have an email from... no, I got 2 in my junk mail. I'm telling you, my junk mail. And here's Mike Flanagan from... and that's in my junk mail. My junk mail's all fucked up.
Yeah, sometimes Outlook can get a little aggressive with that.
Yeah, but the only 2 emails I have in my junk mail are from Mike Flanagan, who I've emailed with 5 million times. That's odd. Jake, I don't have an email from you, so I don't know. Email me again. T. McKernan at InsideSTL.com. At least don't send the Venmo with the, quote, sports gambling like Oklahoma's dumb quarterback. That's from MD 2020. The only familiarity I have with this story at the moment is Pete Thamel's tweet and you telling me about it in a commercial break. Brief the audience for those not familiar with what MD 2020 just said.
So it's being alleged to John Mateer, I think is how you pronounce his last name,
okay.
The Oklahoma quarterback.
And he was at Washington State before transferring?
Formerly Wazoo. It is being alleged based on screenshots of his Venmo transactions, which say one of them, they're from November of 2022, one of them says sports gambling, and the other one says sports gambling, parentheses, USC versus UCLA. Both from November 2022. And I think based on Pete Thamel's tweet, they're investigating it as we speak.
Got it.
Yeah.
I don't think it's that big of a deal.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be really hard.
But it's like, from what my understanding is, it's like owning the sports news cycle right now. Like I said, and I'm sure some people are just joining. For those who listen live, for podcast, you're obviously listening to the beginning. Did TMA right into Stupiracy, 2 episodes, sales call, Jackie Papers, listening to Jay, Mr. Licks, Doug, Jackson, Iggy, Plowhawk, and me, and enjoying the hell out of it, by the way. Mm-hmm. So I am oblivious to what's going on in the world right now, outside of what I just said. So I know it's trending on the Twitter tweets. That's what I do know. And I saw Pete Thamel of ESPN tweet about it. Yeah,
that's to my extent, my knowledge on it. I would think, and I'm no counselor, but it'd be tough to do like the backtracking of all that, of like finding out exactly what that money was for, even if, because a Venmo transaction, it's even dumb that they make you put a little something in there, like as a note.
Well, we have a running joke with like our Venmos are like jokes.
Right.
You know, and it's almost always gambling.
Right.
I don't know, like you. How many times have we exchanged money? What I had to pay you $20? What did I pay you $20 for?
I didn't even look at the note.
Well, I mean, it's like, you know, but I don't even know what we bet. I just know I owe you $20. The Cardinal trade number.
Cardinal trade number, yeah.
John Mateer has issued a statement 3 minutes ago. I just went, Pete Thamel popped up on my Twitter tweets. The allegations that I once participated in sports gambling are false. My previous Venmo descriptions did not accurately portray the transactions in question, but were instead inside jokes between me and my friends. What I was just saying.
Right, and I just don't know how you would prove otherwise.
I have never been on sports. I understand the seriousness of the matter, but recognize that taken out of context, those Venmo descriptions suggest otherwise. I can assure my teammates, coaches, and officials at the NCAA that I have not engaged in any sports gambling. Yeah, I mean, how many people who are listening, like going back and forth with their, like yesterday, had a very nice day on the course. I think it was Saturday. It was paired with a gentleman who was tracking toward the course record with a lip out on 4 and a stick hit for an eagle. Then he wound up being a tap and birdie on 6, and that was my partner. I coattails it in. If I was on the other team, I would have lost a bunch of money. Guys I was playing with, they had to send me the money. Didn't pay right away. That's always a little awkward, kind of like me with the $20. I was going to give you cash. I didn't have any cash. Then I just went to the Venmo. But I had to send, because it was a pretty, for me, not for you, for me, a nice amount of money. And I had to go, hey, you used to bust balls if people didn't pay you quickly. Now it's been 72 hours, you know. And I think I sent it as something, and then he wrote back something.
Yeah, right.
You know, so I understand that.
Yeah.
But even if it wasn't, I mean, I don't know. I don't think it's.
I think it's just dumb that they that Venmo makes you cash.
I thought it's kind of like social media, and it's like a joke. Like the joke, like you're always like you never really are
paying what you're saying.
Right.
Yes. Would agree.
And then like guys will request me for oh, this is for the blowjob in the parking lot.
Right.
So.
That's what I'm saying. It's only gotten people in trouble. I think Venmo notes have only I don't get why you have.
But I was just surprised that this was as big of a deal as it was. That Pete Thamel's covering it, and then I saw Gabe say, "I will not comment on this until it becomes a story, if it ever does become a story." And I'm like, "There's the Colonel. The Colonel's wisdom. Seasoned
our
veteran.
North Star.
He is." Let's see what we got. Let me scroll back up. Jake Reynolds, resend the email if you could. At least don't send the Venmo. That's MD 2020. Let's get a nice stretch on, little boy. It's So Coho wants to stretch with you. I don't know if you're interested.
I figured out a good routine on my own.
Yeah, right.
I don't need someone else.
It could be fun to meet a stranger and have him stretch you.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, if you had a kidney stone, fella, I was dealing with one last week, and that pain ain't no joke.
Yeah.
It's Andrew Long.
So
you do not have a kidney stone. I think it's pretty clear here at this point.
No, I do not.
Don't ever get gout. That's from Hamburglar. So some of our viewers in the YouTube chat have experienced illness. And some rough ones. By the way, I still hate canned sucks with every fiber of my being. That's from Jake Reynolds. Game coming up here in less than a month. Papers. Can't wait. Got the Ritz-Carlton of Columbia, Missouri for 2 nights. I'm not doing this to taunt you. I know you got the wedding. Where are you going? Chi-Town stand up?
Yeah.
I mean, I can't wait.
It's going to be outstanding.
God.
First
Tony.
time in 12 years? 13. Right? 13 years.
And did they always play at Arrowhead toward the end? Or did they start going back to the...
I don't know. They probably should have always been at Arrowhead.
Where did Missouri, Kansas football play in 2011? I'm going to say Arrowhead. That's my guess.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Let's see. It was Arrowhead Stadium. Okay. So they haven't played on campus. Might be going back to 2006.
Jeez.
I recall 2002 being there. It was a homecoming game. Was that October 26th, 2002, Jackson?
I know the years, Tim.
It was. You don't have to look it up. It was. And Justin Gage went off.
Was it always planned for that 07 game to be at Arrowhead, or did they move out?
No. It was always planned. And I was telling some guys, maybe I was playing on a Magic with somebody who's a Kansas guy. I can't remember what the fuck the backstory was on it. But we were talking about something. I said, weirdly, it's actually good if this team wins. And then it led into, I was saying, hey, this is something that I remember talking with Gary Pinkel about in his kitchen when I went down. It was the first ever episode of this podcast, as a matter of fact, in 2017. And I go, hey, did you ever get to a spot where you were rooting for Kansas in 2007? Because it was actually good for you guys if Kansas was undefeated. If you're just playing like a 5-6 Kansas team at Arrowhead, you're expected to win by 3 touchdowns, and you're trying to get to one of the top 2 spots. There was no playoff. You had to get to one of the top 2 spots. And he says, no, I would never root for Kansas, no. And I'm kind of like, I think he was being serious, but I remember saying, if you're a Missouri fan, root for Kansas. It's interesting to note, I say it's interesting, and even though I've only got 8 more minutes left and I'm on the clock, that this is one thing I will observe in the changes over the years. It was almost like apologetic to talk college football in 2007, which sounds kind of crazy. And people would get really irritated when we would talk college football in 2007, even though Missouri got to number 1 in the country. And Illinois went to the Rose Bowl that year. I mean, so they were a damn good team as well. I mean, so the observation is, I don't know if it's because the answer, of course, is both. If college football has gotten so much more popular, and in 2 decades, it certainly has, even if you don't like it, I think you would acknowledge that. And then also, we're in a market without the NFL. So you have those two.
Yeah.
But there were people who kind of associated college football with college, and I think it was awkward for them if they didn't go to college and took it like as a thing for smarty fucks. When, all due respect, I think some of my compadres would agree their high school experience might have been more challenging than their time in Columbia. And I say that, of course, respectfully to the State University. Let's see what we got. Jackson, do you have any thoughts on the NBA Christmas schedule? I'm surprised they aren't doing Mavericks versus Lakers. 8 minutes. We're going to use it on this shit.
I didn't even see the schedule, so I can't speak.
Bama going to roll over Vandy this year. I tend to agree with that, but I'm still trying to see if I can find a way with the Commodores. Can you review the 2008 film Sex Drive from Movie Boy? Jackson, is that something that
I don't think I've even heard of that.
I was about to say, I haven't heard of it, but now I'm interested based on the title alone.
Is it 3 X's or...
In what world is it nice outside? That's the TMA remote lamp.
This isn't TMA. You can't just refute everything I say.
This is your safe space.
I would have
QFTA
thought.
and Movie Boy.
I thought. I'm safe nowhere. Sex Drive was a comedy romance film with Josh Zuckerman. I don't know who Josh Zuckerman is. Amanda Crew. I know her.
Well, Doug, you're right. They're not happy about the KFNS announcement on the fan page. What happened to KFNS?
I have no idea. Seth Green was also in Sex Drive.
Ed Herman just was telling us this morning how he bought a piece of it.
Yeah. I guess someone put up a press release about Ed Herman talking about joining the media group.
From what he talked about on TMA today?
I don't think he talked about it on the air.
I talked about Brody's show.
You talk about Brody's show for sure.
Yeah, with Larry Nickel, two forces colliding.
Yeah.
What are they not happy about?
I have no idea.
What is there not to be? I don't know.
so seldom go on the fan page.
I know. Well, I'm going on it now after
I'm on
posting
it
a picture
now.
of the great Abigail Mack. Let me ask you this. Who do you find more attractive? And I know I've asked you this 10 times, but I'm going to do it again. Ella Reese or Abigail Mack?
Ella Reese.
Yeah, you don't even hesitate. All right, Ella Reese or Phoenix Marie?
Phoenix Marie.
God. Hey,
What you like.
I know. I feel like I get close to kink shaming you on that,
Yeah,
and I don't want to do
sniffing
it. I know. I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
But you would agree that that is a certain type.
Yeah.
Like I remember saying
Yeah, glasses.
with Lisa, with glasses?
Yeah, she wears glasses in a lot of her scenes.
Phoenix Marie?
Mhm.
She's a large woman. Not like a BBW, but she might be taller than you.
No.
Oh, I think that's live.
I think she's like 5'10". She's like Charlize. Another one of my North Stars.
North Stars. I'm typing this in like AI is going to give me this answer.
I bet you.
How tall is Phoenix Marie? I hope it does. Be great. 5'9". Well, that's a giant to some of us. Angela White, 5'3".
That
It could
sounds
work
right.
for us.
Yeah. Yeah.
My wife is about like flat-footed. Just like maybe a quarter inch shorter than me.
Yeah. But
So then she puts on the hills,
Yeah.
and I got to get my 6-inch lifts on
Right, you
now.
got to crank them up,
Oh
too.
my God. That's right. There's a little jack on the side of my shoes. I don't know what they're not happy about. Ed Herman, he's been talking. I thought he talked about this like 3 weeks ago, though.
Yeah, either way, I don't know why like people would be unhappy about it.
I don't know. I don't know what to say. I'm scrolling through it. But here's Jake Reynolds. Off mic, Ed, Ed, I know I can read what Jake writes. Ed did say he had news about 590, but did never mention it, and the boys never asked him about it. Well, I mean, why would we? I mean, I'm not saying it disrespectfully. It's like I don't care. I don't care what goes on at others.
Right.
It's not like I just don't think about it. That's the actual honest answer. I don't. I know that Brody's doing a show. It's on KFNS or KLIS.
Yeah, KLS.
But I don't really think about it. So I bet nobody's angry about anything. I don't think.
I'm certainly not in this room.
Oh, there's Ed. I am excited to be an active member in both camps. That's what he wrote.
Oh, straight from the horse's mouth.
Right. And there's that profile picture that is.
Yeah, menacing.
It really, I got to tell you, give me a profile picture like that. Could like make me look relatively attractive.
It looks like he's like molded out of some sort of stone.
Let's see what I got. All right.
big
Since
fan.
we're on 3 minutes, I'm not breaking this. Let's see. Not trying to bust balls, but do current Mizzou students care about playing Kansas? They were 8 when they last played. I get that.
Yes.
I think the answer is yes, though. I get that. I think the answer is yes.
Yeah, it's just like
And it's an excuse to have a big game. Plus, it's
Right.
not fucking Central Arkansas or Louisiana or
plus Mr. Brightside
UMass.
slaps.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
It's fun to have
God,
a
and the
rival.
weather. It's just I mean, I hate the cold, but God, September and October.
Oh, it's about as good.
Then you might get some good November.
It'll
days
probably be
and then
pretty
forget about
warm.
it.
September 6th.
Oh yeah, no, I know, no.
85.
Oh, it could be hot.
Yeah.
I gotta figure out where I'm gonna eat. Somebody
I have some.
gave me like I can't. Do you remember the name of the place? Il Cantina or
Oh,
something?
44 Canteen.
That was your spot.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and I think I told the story about the.
Oh, yeah. Well, you got to
Did I get us in trouble?
No, but you got to think of the source of who told the story. You.
Me.
Because you thought that the waitress had
Mater
eyes.
D.
Mater D.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great. God, it makes me so happy. I'm telling you. It's like I've been lucky enough to have a few holes in one in my life.
Yeah.
I will take just like girl flirtation.
You would trade in all your aces?
I don't know. I guess one of them I got money on. The other one was like protested because I only had my 2 sons with me. But I have to say, I understand the policy.
Yeah.
It wasn't protested. They didn't pay me for
Sure.
it because it was only witnessed by my 2. And you don't want to start a cottage industry where somebody's like, oh, I need, it's a nice amount of money. And I'm just going to go out and say I got a hole in one. So I get it. You have to have somebody who is 18 or over witness it in order for it to count for the purpose of getting the payout. So I get it. But yeah, that one happened last year. Let's see. Yes. Yeah, for that. It was so fucking hot.
Yeah.
And it made me so happy.
Yeah.
And she was good looking too.
Undoubtedly. Did you enjoy the tacos?
Yes, I love it. That's why I'm like, okay, one of the nights we got to go there.
Yeah, it's my
Probably Friday, because Saturday I'm sure I'll be all popped up on shit.
Saturday you'll get whatever you can find. You might go to that taco truck outside of my house.
God, that's where we were. That's where I was.
Yeah.
That was after the Auburn comeback, I think. Yeah, it was just me and my wife.
Patio,
yeah.
backyard.
It was great. I must have drank for like 10 hours.
Columbia's the best.
That's not what I do anymore.
It's tough for me sometimes.
God almighty, what the fuck? Let's see. Gotta get Zips on Business 70s, those fries.
Zips.
That's from Kevin Nixon. I'm not familiar with Zips, but I will listen.
Business 70,
How
home
come
of
my
Club
alarm's
Vogue.
not going off?
Sometimes that'll happen with me.
It's at 126. Oh, I had it 127. There's your answer. Tough answer.
Yeah.
All right, Jackson, that's it. I'm going to... If I say it... I don't have anything that rhymes. Then I'm a slave to the rhyme. Like I said, there it is. There's the alarm.
Is that your alarm tone?
Yeah. Boy, when I hear that in the morning,
I know that's.
It's usually because I've already been up and I didn't turn off my little. When I wake up, there are so many damn apps that I have running.
Oh, yeah.
The Sleep Cycle app, which is what it'd be overstating it to say it saved my life, but the fact that it senses the movement from the phone in a half-hour window, and therefore knows you are not in deep sleep, because if you wake up while in deep sleep, it can fuck up your electromagnetic waves for the way you feel the rest of the day. As insane as this sounds, and that's something that I dealt with. And so that has been huge. This stupid shit app that's like $1.99 a year. Then I got the Whoop app going. See how the recovery was. Great REM sleep last night. I know you're about to ask. I'll answer it anyway.
Yeah.
2 hours and 5 minutes, brother.
Yeah.
My wife is now wearing the Aura Ring. Are you familiar with those?
Oh, yeah. Seems like if I were to get some wearable technology,
I
it'd
got
be
the Whoop
more
here
towards
for
the
a handful of people.
Yeah. But that on my
36
wrist, I
friends
wouldn't
on the
like.
YouTube chat.
I think the ring I could be more. But then again,
That's what my wife said.
fidget
She goes,
with
I'd
it.
go nuts. But
Yeah.
now she's used to it.
Yeah, but I would fidget with the ring too. I made the mistake early in my cell phone days of putting like a song I love as my alarm, and then
you would wind up hating the song, right?
the song I hate is "One Love" by Bob Marley, because that was
your wake-up song.
Me up. So now every
Tribute to
time One
monogamy
Love-
once again. Marty Monogamy.
no doubt. Now every time I hear "One Love," I have like a visceral reaction to it.
Yeah, I get
and
that.
Could there
Pavlov's
be a
dog.
more easygoing, feel-good song?
Yeah, you ruined it.
Yeah, I've ruined it. So I'm on like the most aggressive alarm you can have.
So I close out the Sleep Cycle app. I close out the Whoop app for the sleep. Oh, my load. And then the alarm. I got to turn it off. But sometimes I'll forget to. And then the phone's over there, and I'm reading off my laptop, texting you some asinine TikTok thing that will go to 20% of the time. But you spend the time cutting audio for it. And I hear the alarm, and I'm like, oh, fucking alarm. I run over to get it.
You know what's really jarring? You have CarPlay in your vehicle, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
The best. If you forget to turn off your alarm, like I set a lot of alarms.
Oh, and then it comes shooting in over the car?
So when you're on your CarPlay, like I'm listening to music, like when I listen to music, it's up a lot higher than if I'm listening to a podcast. No, vice versa. If I'm listening to a podcast, it's way up compared to music. And I'll be listening to a podcast, and my alarm will come out over CarPlay, and I'm surprised I don't drive off the road.
It's that jarring.
It's so loud. So big pro tip, if you have an alarm set, make sure to turn it off before you get in your vehicle.
That is a nice pro tip.
Oh.
See, I only have
Jarring.
the alarm set. Just it's like a safety net if the others don't wake me up.
Yeah, that's why. I get up at the same time every day. I just have a safety net.
Yeah, that's so. But yeah, that's the sound. Rarely do I hear it unless I forget to turn it off. All right, Jackson, that's it. I said it, and now we're already going two extra minutes, and I can't do that to you. All right, we're gonna wrap it up. Always email in. Anything is welcome. Jake Reynolds, thank you for emailing me. I just didn't see the email. He said he has resent it, and now I see the email, and it went to my junk folder. What the fuck's going on? This is a guy just like Mike Flanagan. I wonder what's happened.
Yeah, it might be an outlook issue.
I don't get it. If you've been sending emails in and you haven't heard them read, resend them. T. McKernan at Inside Us, because something's up with my junk
Good tease
mail.
for next week, though.
There you go. T. McKernan at InsideSTL.com. Thank you to James Carlton. He's online at carltoninsurance.net. Thank you to Seth Goldcamp. He's online at designairservice.com. And thank you to Mark Hanna. He's online at evergreenstl.com. For Jackson Bennett Burkett, I'm Timothy Michael McKernan. This has been the Tim McKernan Show podcast on the Inside STL Podcast Network.